Black
Hey, man,
America.
I do what I do.
You rather flee than fight. You running from crime, you running from poverty, you got limited opportunities, and then you come to America, you enroll in our PWIs, our HBCUs, you get jobs through our community networks, you build lives in our country, and then you turn around and you talk reckless about Black Americans, even about America itself. But now the rules have changed. You heard what they said. According to the latest report, we sending 5,100 Jamaicans home. You scheduled for deportation. You on the books. You came here to America. You benefited from the system. And now you find yourselves on the list on the way back home. And for years, Jamaicans at the top of the list, Caribbeans, you distance yourself from FBAs. Your mama and your grandma told you to leave them Black Americans alone, didn't they? Don't lie. Especially the Black. Leave them Black women alone. Leave those Black guys alone. You boasted about your superior culture. Your mama and your grandma told you to leave them Black Americans alone, didn't they? Don't lie. Especially the Black. Leave them Black women alone. Leave those Black guys alone. You boasted about your superior culture. You enjoyed the benefits of living in the U.S., but now you're learning the hard way. You were never truly accepted. You were just here. You were the acceptable Negroes. Haitians are facing mass major immigration crackdowns. There was a Haitian dude about, I guess, 6-7 years ago. He had some reckless things to say about foundational Black America. Look him up on the internet. Now you're facing major immigration crackdowns. On February 4th, which is about 6 days ago, they sent 21 Haitian nationals home. 12 of them had criminal records, and 9 were undocumented immigrants. And that's the first deportation flight to Haiti under President Trump's second term. Now, Biden extended this TPS to the Haitians, right? You remember that? But the first week of Trump's presidency, his second term, right? They said, we getting them out of here. They got to go. They're looking at sending home over 300,000 Haitians to Haiti. Little butt end of the island called Hispaniola. You about to send 300,000 home. Again, for decades, Haitians, Jamaicans, African immigrants, you believe that you could operate separately from foundational Black America. You could distance yourself from our struggle and carve out your own lane in America. And many of you all look down on Black Americans claiming that we were lazy, unmotivated, unwilling to take advantage of opportunities. But now, as these deportations escalate, these same folk are begging for help, calling for solidarity, and suddenly identifying as one people with FBAs. But where is this? Where was this unity before? Where was this unity before? When we were trying to get reparations, many of y'all spoke against it. Many of y'all said, well, we want reparations too. When we talked about police brutality, you said just comply. When we talked about mass incarceration and voter suppression and red line, you told us to work harder. That's what you did. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy as birthright citizenship is being challenged. Naturalized citizens, keep that same energy. See, here's the deal. Shout out to FBA SIP. Thank you so much. See, after years of allowing you all to come here and benefit from your resources and your labor and your time, the United States government under Donald Trump has decided to send you home. And that's unfair. But because you built a life here, you have family and responsibilities, And you have children who are American citizens. And yet the only way to keep your family together is for you and them to be deported together. But where is home now? Is it the country you haven't set foot on for decades? A place where your children who have only known America will be seen as foreigners? They probably don't speak the language. They don't know the culture. And whether it's an Afro-Caribbean nation or an African country, you're going to be treated like outsiders. You might get robbed. Something else worse might happen. Hate that for you. But you see what happened to the Jamaican lady. And so here you are, you stand caught in the middle, forced to watch everything you built be stripped away. They are about to send you home. That house you bought, that car, your clothes, things you worked hard, you worked hard for it. All of that is about to be gone in an instant. Your family, shout out to In the World Today. Everything, your family broken apart. The forced disconnection from a life that was promised but never guaranteed. This is not just a moment, this is a pattern. And we, when I say we, I mean Black Americans have seen it before. And when you turn for help, where's the support? Even your foundational Black American brothers and sisters, you distance yourself from us, right? We're distant relatives, but you distance yourself from us. We're the descendants of ancestors. We have the same ancestors. Largely, we don't turn a blind eye to you. Number one, we have our own battles and our own struggles. We're resting. Somebody type FBA resting in the chat room. We've struggled to survive in this system, a system that never fully embraced us, by the way. Number one, we have our own battles and our own struggles. We're resting. Somebody type FBA resting in the chat room. We've struggled to survive in this system, a system that never fully embraced us, by the way. And so next you're going to turn to your white allies. Okay, but see, they content with screaming on the internet and offering a play-by-play and commentary on your suffering. This is appalling. Trump's, we got to vote him out in 4 years. Oh my God, the Dems, they're telling you about, they're suggesting legal maneuvers, all within the confines of the system that has already changed the rules beneath your feet once. The same laws that once protected you now being rewritten to push you out. See, this is not new to us. This is history repeating itself. James Baldwin once said, I can't believe what you say because I see what you do. And what America has done time and time again is betray Black people, whether native born or immigrant, after using them for their economic gain. Black Americans have lived this cycle for generations. We fought for emancipation only for the chains to be replaced with Black codes and sharecropping. We built thriving communities, places like Tulsa, Black Wall Street, Rosewood, and Seneca Village, only for white mobs and governments to destroy them. We won the right to vote only for it to be eroded by poll taxes and literacy tests. And now modern day voter suppression laws. We gained affirmative action only to see it dismantled when it no longer was convenient for those in power. As Dr. Claude Anderson outlines in his book, Powernomics, the national plan to empower Black America, each time Black people have gained progress, a systematic response has come to undermine it. We were given the illusion of inclusion and affirmative action and civil rights legislation, only for those rights to be gutted by the courts when they were no longer convenient for those in power. This is the same game being played, except today the target is Black immigrants. And see, we as foundational Black Americans understand this reality all too well. We recognize that in America, power lies with the majority. And that with that power comes the ability to set and reset the rules at will. And this is the nature of the game. That's why we take what we can and when we can, and when we can, and while we can, and we're fully aware that the goalposts will eventually shift. And when they do, We do what we always have done. We adapt. We protect ourselves. We rebuild. We unify, because no matter how many times the rules change, we refuse to be erased. Shout out to my man, Quantum Solace. Dr. Carter G. Woodson, one of our greatest minds. He warned us in the miseducation of the Negro, when you control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. He will find his proper place and will stay in it.
You would tune in to the one, if not the best, on these YouTube streets. We call him DennisSpurling. You sit back and hate watch, clocking everything he do and say, but you yelling DennisSpurling. Show some love, ain't enough going round for a black man putting it down. We talking DennisSpurling. Taking over 2025, ain't no lies. Pull up, tell all of your guys we watching DennisSpurling. You tune in to the one, if not the best, on these YouTube streets. We call him DennisSpurling. You sit back and hate watch, clocking everything he do and say, but you yelling DennisSpurling. Show some love, ain't enough going round for a black man putting it down. We talking DennisSpurling. Taking over 2025, ain't no lies. Pull up, tell all of your guys we watching DennisSpurling.
This is Uncle D, and as I always said this time, I'm out.
Almost to 10,000 followers. I want to say thank you to you guys. You know, I know God has something in store for me, and I'm going to continue to say yes.
Smooth operator. Come on, everybody. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.